Imagine someone you love, a brother or sister, a mother or father, a son or daughter. Now imagine trying to run and play with them or just hug and love them. But you can't. You can't run and play with them. You can't hug them because you or they have lost a limb. You'll never feel the breeze in your hair as you run side by side. You'll never be able to squeeze them tight as you say goodnight. This is a reality for millions of people in North America today, from senior citizens to war veterans to children. This is an issue that doesn't discriminate. It can happen to anyone. But that's something that's changing. Advances in areas such as 3D printing have changed the medical industry in a huge way. Devices such as prosthetic limbs that people can purchase typically cost between $5,000 and $50,000 each and only have a maximum lifespan of a max 5 years. That makes these things incredibly unaffordable for the general population. But there is hope though. I've been intrigued in 3D printing technology ever since a few years ago when I saw it on the Douglas College campus in New West. My research into the topic has been, to say the least, very interesting. 3D printers are an astonishing invention that are revolutionizing how products are manufactured and the costs that are associated with them. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how something such as a prosthetic hand can go from a digital 3D image to being a 3D printed object to changing a life forever. First, I'll start with how you get the object into a digital form. You have a couple of options when it comes to getting the object you want into digital form. You can either create the image in a computer-aided design software program that usually comes with the 3D printer you purchase, or you can purchase a scanner that will scan and create a digital file from an already existing object that you have, kind of like a copy and paste. You make duplicates. Companies like Microsoft have actually enabled their Kinect sensor system, which is the sensor system that comes with their video game system, and they've enabled it to be able to create 3D objects from using the Kinect system as a scanner. That means this technology is already in our homes today. Once you've got your image in digital format, now it's time to print. There are several different kinds of 3D printers and ways in which they print the object, but the most common and most widely household used kind right now is called material extrusion. The process is called fused deposition modeling because it creates the model by depositing material into layers that fuse together. The material, typically plastic, is pushed through a nozzle, which is heated to melt the plastic, and then is placed layer upon layer upon layer on a platform to stacked until it is finished completing the object. Another layer is placed beside the object that you're trying to create as a support structure until the object is done. Depending on the object you're making, you may need to repeat the printing process a couple of times for the various parts. However, it can only take a few minutes if the design is very simple and the object is small enough. The finished object is now ready for use, whatever that use may be, and the possibilities are quite fascinating. Because the material hardens almost immediately, this form of printing is ready after just a few minutes. All you have to do is let the material cool down, and like I say, it hardens almost immediately, so the object is ready for your use pretty well as soon as it's done printing. You remove the support structure, and the object is yours. This kind of tech is changing many industries. Aviation, automotive, manufacturing, and of course, like I mentioned, the medical industry. Prosthetic limbs can now be made on demand at a fraction of the cost thanks to technology like this because the printer and scanner at bare minimum will cost you somewhere in the $8 to $1,000 range, or you can find more high-tech, probably better quality products for around $2,000 each. Going forward, this technology is only going to continue to ease many burdens people suffer from, as more and more ways to apply this tech are being discovered. It started as a simple image scanned onto a computer. It turned into some melted plastic, but it's reshaping the way the world works in some pretty astonishing ways. One of those ways is allowing a kid to hug their mother or their father or their brother or their sister one more time.